How you doing? Welcome to McKernan TV, and I just wanted to say sorry for not being on doing videos for a while. We've had a little baby girl recently, and before that I was traveling in the US and so on, so I was pretty distracted. And for those of you who know me or don't know me, I don't just post for the sake of it. It's something's got to really kind of inspire me, piss me off, or whatever it happens to be. Today I want to talk about manifesting, and particularly in the context of one area, and that's relationships. And I'm hearing more and more people coming to me and saying, you know, what's my advice or my insights into manifesting a intimate relationship, a personal relationship. I remember one man explained to me his, I think he called it his relationship manifesto. I had to check in around what it was called because it sounded kind of sexy and cool and a little bit sophisticated. That's me being sarcastic, by the way. And his relationship manifesto was something along the lines of a description of the perfect woman. This happened to be a guy who had this manifesto. And the perfect woman was something along the lines of, she was blonde, she was this, she was that, this was her boob size, this is her intellect, this is what she was interested in doing, this is how physically fit she is, this is the type of food she eats, and this is the type of music. And this was the perfect person for this particular guy. And he asked my opinion on it, and I said, well, you know what, when you've described the person, I think it's very possible. In fact, I think I know where you can find a person like that. And he goes, really? And I said, yeah. I said, Toshiba make them in Japan. And I said, I think you should get onto Toshiba, order one, and actually while you're at it, order a few. You could probably sell them on the internet. Because really what you're describing is a robot, because that's not, to me, a human, okay? What you're describing is the perfect person, which quite frankly, in my opinion, in that regard, doesn't necessarily exist. But I said I'm open to being wrong. And lo and behold, I was wrong. About 4 or 5 or 6 or 8 weeks later, he met the perfect person. Boob size, everything was identical to his list. One slight issue was he forgot to leave out the fact that this person was not the personality profile, maybe a bit psychotic, whatever. I don't remember exactly what he called her, but she wasn't personality-wise remotely linked. And it turned out there was a huge disparity between their values and everything else. And I'm absolutely adamant that I do not believe that any human being should try and manifest a relationship in their lives. I think when you're focusing on the wrong thing, I think when you're not living a passionately engaged life, I think when you're just not happy, I think you walk around with, listen, just leave me alone, look at somebody else, go away. I think you just have that. When you start living with a bit more passion, you start doing what you love, you just start to exude a bit more approachness. Like, you know, it is an attractive nature about people who are just in a good place in their lives. And you ever walk into a party and you look at someone, you haven't even heard them speak, but there's just something attractive about them. It's just they're in a good place. And whether you're physically attracted to them or just you just want to have a conversation with them, it's about how they are in the world. And I can give you dozens of examples, but I'm going to give you one quick one. Again, I met a girl in Denver recently, and I said to her, forget about relationships completely. Just park it and look over here and start working on stuff that will really start bringing meaning and fulfillment into your life. And I guarantee you, and I rarely ever, if I've ever used that word on video, I'm not sure, guarantee you that a relationship will actually show up. And I remember a young man years ago I was working with in Ireland came to me at a weekend seminar in London after me giving him this advice, and he walks up and he says, McKernan, your shit works. Now I'm not sure it's my shit or anybody else, I don't know who owns it and who cares. But I got him to completely ignore the relationship and focus on the work and creating more passion in his work, taking some time off and so on, and working on his own physical health, his own physical body, and trusting it. And lo and behold, boom, this person shows up. Guarantee you, every single time. Do not manifest a relationship. If you want to manifest a relationship, get onto eBay, order a robot, or get onto my buddies in Toshiba because they'll make one for you. Thank you.